So, John, where have you brought us?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, look at this house here.
This house here.
Right in the corner there.
That blue one?
That blue one.
Well, that's not a house, surely.
Yes, it's a house
That's
for very slim people.
That is an entire house.
That is an entire house. It's one of the smallest fronted houses in Europe, I believe.
Unbelievable. You
The size of it.
You don't get skinnier than that, do you? You wouldn't fit in there, John.
I have been in there, thanks very much.
Look at the size of it. That's ridiculous. Smallest fronted house in Europe. Love it.
Amazing.
Love it. Something I just want to point out, okay, I've had quite a lot of comments from quite a lot of people accusing me of dyeing my hair. I don't dye, I don't know where that's come from, I don't know why.
It's a toupee.
It's not a toupee. Now, I'll be honest, a year or so back, yeah, I dyed my hair now and again, because I do have a few silver bits, and they're still there. I've not been dyeing it.
Now, hang on a minute. Can we just go up here a little bit? Look at that.
What?
Eh? Talk about monk-like head.
I can't see up there. I'm just
They
guessing
can.
it's beautiful. Yeah, I haven't been dyeing my hair. I haven't dyed my hair for about a year. But the only reason I do dye my hair when I do dye my hair is because I don't like having a few strands of grey. I'm not bothered if I go grey, but I want to be all grey or all dark brown. I don't want to be like in betweeny with little straggly bits. That's why I have dyed it a few times in the past, and I haven't done it for over a year. End of conversation.
Well done.
As for you,
At least I aren't going bald.
I didn't know you could get multicoloured hair dyes. Grey, ginger, brown and black.
Yeah, all right. We won't talk about grey.
Hey,
will
sorry,
we?
it sounded like I was having a go at you then, and I'm not allowed to do that anymore on your show.
Well,
so.
actually, we'll have a little bit of an announcement later on about that. Not today, maybe, but you know.
An announcement?
Yeah, well, we have to give an announcement. Yeah.
About what?
What about that?
That?
He's
Us? What? We're not getting married.
No. What I mean is, it's all good fun. There's no.
Yeah,
that's
come
right.
on, spit
It's
it
all good
out.
fun.
Why did you mean, for another day? Get it out now, because they're hating me. Get it out. Go on, tell them what you think about what they're all
Well, I've
saying
read
about me.
I know. He's
Put 'em
really,
straight.
really nasty.
Yeah,
and
the
having
same.
a dig. And,
Yeah.
hey, it's all good fun.
Yes, and I'm not being nasty, am I?
He's certainly not. He's
just-
a really nice guy.
It's just on
Seriously.
camera to make the videos funny. I'm a really, really nice guy.
Yeah. Although he does come from Bradford, and they are, a little bit rough around the edges up there.
Well, they are, yeah, but
Needs
to
a
be
bit
honest
of
with you,
polishing.
I don't come from Bradford. I come from 10 miles away, much posher part, called Springbank Rise, Keighley.
No, it is all good fun. It's all good fun. And, well, I mean, it's either that or deadpan, boring sort of lecture type.
Yeah, if you want boring videos, go find someone else's
No.
videos.
No.
Or wait until John makes his own channel. Join his.
I might do
Because
it
that's going to be boring. Sorry, I'm not allowed to pick on you. I'm not allowed to pick on you. You get on. You read your piece of paper, John. I'll just show people Levant mine. This is Levant mine, right next to the sea. Look, right next to it. A beautiful looking little mine. John's going to jump in with some facts any moment now, as soon as he's finished reading his piece of paper.
Well, I just want to be sort of reasonably correct on these things, unlike you.
Me?
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself.
I don't embarrass myself. Everything I say is 100% correct, cheeky.
All right. Right, Levant mine. I mean, it dates back. There were, I think, 3 mines here back in the 1700s-ish, and then they conglomerated together, and this was the result. Levant mine in around 1820, and it actually went out under the sea. It's what they call a submarine mine, and it went right out under the sea, 2.5 kilometres.
Wow.
Which is really something. But then, in 1919... Oh yeah, okay.
Go on, carry on, sorry.
The head unit, the engine
I'm just
broke.
that little person in corner, you know, on the deaf people's channel. I'm just doing deaf signs in corner. That's all I'm useful for on my own channel now. Carry on.
In 1919, there were 30 miners killed when the engine that controlled the lift, a pin snapped and the gear fell down the shaft, killing all 30 people. And that was that.
Oh, that's really sad, actually.
It certainly is, yeah.
30 people died.
Yep.
I didn't hear the rest of the story. Sorry, I was busy doing my deaf thing. So 30 people died here.
Yep.
What a shame. What a shame. Just found one of John's pieces of paper on the floor here. And here's a picture of the mine in operation. Probably early 1900s.
Remember that?
You can remember that, yeah? And what I'm getting confused about here, John, is it does say Levant mine was a rich copper producer from 1820 to 1850 and a major tin producer thereafter. How can it be copper and then tin? Either there's copper here or tin here, or they're both mixed together. How can they just go for one and not the other?
Well, basically, obviously, two reasons. One of which is when they were digging, they would come across a vein or a lode, as it's known, and basically, if you know, they would then mine it. So tin is what they were after.
Vein.
And then they might come across a copper vein, but also the price of copper and tin fluctuated. So if tin got more valuable, then they would go after that. If you know copper became more valuable, which it did at 1 point or 3, then they would go for that.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up for me, because I didn't know that. I didn't realise that, but we're in a National Trust area here, John.
We certainly are.
So, again, I own this mine. You're not allowed in it officially. I suppose
nobody here.
I'll put you on the guest list just for today. That's it, you see. You know, you can leave my channel and go on for John's channel, but you won't get any National Trust sites, I'm telling you. We're just walking down here now, down this pathway. Now this is intriguing me because there's piles here. Now this must be to do with the mining.
Oh, I can tell you a few little stories about the piles, yeah.
Go on then, tell me some stories about piles, John.
All this red stuff is all mine waste.
Mine waste.
From the tin processing side of things. Now,
is that it?
No, I nearly killed myself over here one night on a motorbike. We used to come over here on these red pits.
Illegally?
No, well, no.
Well, it's not a public road, is it? You're not allowed to come on here with a motorbike.
Well, we did as kids, you know.
Yeah, illegally.
A million years ago.
See, you get illegal things on his channel as well when it comes.
Unbeknown to me, I came over in the dark. They took a great chunk out with a bulldozer, and there was a 15-foot drop, and I come over and straight
15-foot drop. Well, serves you right. You shouldn't have been there, really.
Well, that's right.
I just found this on the floor.
That's a stone.
Stone there. You can see the veins running through that stone. That's veins of
stone.
Stone. All right. You meant to say copper and make me look good. It was just a stone.
Oh dear.
It's like being on Mars. Everything's red.
Red.
So here's one of the huge chimneys. And I don't know if you know this, John, but they used to... you could get, out of all the iron and copper, there'd also be some arsenic in there.
That's right.
And what they'd do is, as they were burning everything through these big furnaces, when they weren't burning, they would get a young lad, some young boy, some lad, and he'd have to climb up the chimney and scrape the arsenic off the sides of the chimney, because obviously arsenic was very, very useful for killing people.
Rat poison, I don't know, all sorts of
Well,
uses.
rats. Yeah, but all women used to use it, didn't they, back in the 19th century?
Well,
women used to use it to knock off the men. Because in them days, they couldn't really tell if it were murder or not. They just presumed they'd choked on the dinner.
That's right.
Charles Dickens wrote about it all the time.
He certainly did too.
I think this has to be the first car I've ever seen where the cup holder is vertical. What use is that? It's rubbish.
What do these do?
That's to keep your cup warmer warm.
Ah, that's what they're for.
Like that.
They're speaker wires. My new Bluetooth dashboard hasn't been completed yet. It's at home in the box in bits. A few modern upgrades to it. This thing's nearly as old as I am, you know.
No, they didn't have cars back in them days, John. Look, it's even got a rubbish meter.
A what?
A rubbish meter.
A rubbish?
You're nearly at full. That's how rubbish this is. Notice how when we stop and we're just about to get out, the rubbish meter goes right down. Honestly, it gets a lot better as you're leaving it. Fact. Where are we now, John?
Right, well we're still we're near Ballowal actually, near Pendine. And we're now over Ballowal Mine, and right opposite, down that way, we have the Ballowal Crowns mines, which sort of started in the early 1800s, and you know, you can't get a more spectacular view than these engine houses here. Yes, I can. Yeah, okay. Shall I wake you up when I've finished?
Well, I just want to know what they are. What are these? Do you know? These big circles.
Yeah, it's all part of the more modern workings.
Oh, so they're not gun. I thought they might be gun.
No, they're not.
Things.
They're basically, you got a big
it's like
thing
crop
going
circles,
around.
mine circles. So what is that down there? Is that 2 mines?
That certainly is 2 mines, and any Poldark fan, that is the new series, will see them. They're also one of Ross Poldark's mines.
So Ross Poldark owns them mines?
Yes, in the series, and they were CGI'd to be working, and they look quite spectacular, really.
I'm not saying this definitely is, but you can see a horse has been up here. Now, if that is where they filmed some of the Poldark things, it could be a horse ridden by Poldark himself, because he just don't come here to ride a horse. It's just not a horsey kind of environment.
Look, and there's Wheel Leisure, look.
Wheel Leisure, we've been to Wheel Leisure.
There, look, just there.
Oh yeah, there's Wheel Leisure. We took you there the other day. That's the first mine we went to.
Really, but yeah.
Well, Wheel Owls, yeah. Just another little story for you about John. Lovable, likeable, nice, fantastic John. John stole a 30-foot piece of scaffolding from down here when he was younger.
Steal it. It was just left lying around.
It was just left lying around. You stole it, didn't you, John?
I didn't know any better at the time, really.
You didn't know any better.
There wasn't any sign
You
up
see,
saying, do not steal.
He hasn't always been a great person. He's been a criminal, a thief, the scum of society. You know, if you think he's turned himself around, that's up to you, but I know he stole a 30-foot piece of scaffolding from down here.
It was left down there.
Once a criminal, always a criminal, that's what I say. The only thing I've ever stolen was a Bible from church, and that's because I really, really wanted to learn more about God.
Oh, well done. Well done.
And then when I had read it, I took it back. I actually got kicked out of Sunday school. Can you believe that?
Oh, I used to hate
I never told my mother. I just
hated it.
Yeah, they kicked me out. I was too disruptive.
Well, that's a surprise.
Told my mother I didn't want to go anymore. I shouldn't be saying this because my mother watches my videos. Told her I didn't want to go anymore, but the fact is I wasn't allowed to go anymore. Not many people can say they get kicked out of Sunday school. What's this?
It's a hole.
An hole?
An hole.
A big hole. Are you sure this is like...
It's a shaft.
What, a mine shaft?
Yeah.
Look at this moss, it's all watery.
Now some of this moss, I don't know about this one, but in some places it actually glows in the dark. Not everywhere, and maybe not this type, but some types of moss in these places can glow in the dark. Oh, look at that, look.
I keep trying to get down here and you keep calling me back saying, look at that, look at that.
It's like a great big long dirty beard, isn't it?
It is.
Here. Yeah, yeah, you could use that for that bit of a bald patch you got.
You funny. Now we have to be honest, we're both struggling a little bit here because none of us are very good with heights, and you can't really tell on this, but this is...
That's a footpath, look at it.
Yeah, that footpath, it's pretty scary, is this?
Fishing rocks down there.
I'll tell you something, this is the bluest, most turquoise sea I have ever seen in Britain. It is beautiful. Come on, John the guide, come and show us and tell us all about this place.
There's a fishing rock down there.
Down there? Well, come round here and show me it.
No.
Go on, come down here and show me it. You can do it.
No.
No.
I'm prone to tripping.
It is hard, is this, guys? If you're scared of heights. Like, I'm not too bad, but I am... You know, I don't like cliff edges like this. Apparently there's a rock around here where John used to go fishing, but I can't see it. The views are absolutely unbelievable. This is some of... Certainly, I'll tell you what this is. You know these like rocky things sticking out? These are the nicest I've seen so far on this trip. Absolutely beautiful. And that turquoise sea is just... I'm absolutely astounded. I never thought we had that colour sea in England. I would say this is as close as I dare get to the edge, because this is getting a bit precarious now. But I just keep feeling the closer you are to the edge, the better the view is going to be down there. John's just wimping out up there, look. Seeing this little dot up on the top of that cliff. And that ain't even the cliff goes down here. It's a long drop. I want to live there. I want to do that out, turn it into a youth hostel or something. It's beautiful. Come on, John.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Get yourself over here.
No.
It's lovely. You get a beautiful view over here. Oh, I'm on this ledge, guys. Honestly, it's the thickness of my feet and a little bit more. And then it's a sheer drop into hell, basically. So here I am inside Ross Poldark's mine. Come on, John. Come on over, buddy.
No, it's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? Come on. I'm in here. And there's a plaque up here I want to see. Crowns engine houses, Rotala. Worked before 1721 and closed in 1814. Lower pumping house, something built in 1830s. An upper winding house. Blah de blah de blah. To be honest with you, I've read too many words. I'm getting bored now. So yeah, just inside Ross Poldark's mine. Just show you some views from inside here, because I'm sure they're going to be amazing down here. Look at the colour of that sea, it is stunning. Look at John over there. Oh, I'm I'm a girl, I'm a girl. Oh, look at me, I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm scared. I'm scared because there's a drop there of about 12 feet and I don't want to hurt myself. Oh! That's what you'll get. You know, it's up to you. Deep Digger Dan's channel. Or John's channel. You don't get any national heritage, English heritage or National Trust sites. You don't get any heights. You don't get any daredevil stuff. It's up to you. You know, if you want to change over to John, that's fine.
Come on, he's scared. He's scared.
I'm not scared.
You just said you were scared off camera.
You
did.
I was scared. I
You
just says hold the
did.
camera so that I can jump over here.
Because you were scared.
I'm coming.
Here he comes. Is he? Is he?
Whoa! This isn't fair.
Is he? Woo!
Professional. That's how you do it.
Well done.
Thank you very much. So that's your sightseeing for today, guys. I did like this place, honestly, just for the turquoise sea, and these Poldark mines are unbelievable.
Fantastic.
So thanks for bringing me here, John. I really appreciate it.
Problem.
Right, we're off to do some metal detecting now, so that's on a separate video. Thanks for joining on Digging the Coast. 365.
Cheers.
Or the newly named 15th Century John Show.
Eating the toast. 365.
Eating the toast. 365. Yeah, that's about right.
No.
Goodbye. Here we are at
Ballowal Crowns.
Ballowal Count House. Now, could you explain what a count house is, please, John?
Well, it's where the miners would come to be paid and where all the money would be counted and etc. etc.
The miners came to be paid.
Yeah, probably in tokens like that one you found the other day in some places.
Yes, because it turns out the token I found was what they would give to the miners instead of money, because there wasn't much money around or something.
That's right.
But the problem with the tokens was that they could only spend them in certain places.
Bit of a scam.
Bit of a scam, and you can be sure as day that the tokens, the shops which they could spend the tokens in, were probably owned by the miner.
They had some
owners.
Arrangement there
Yes.
where they got the goods cheaper or something, and the miners lost out even more.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
So there you go, a miner's, probably the Poldark Mines Count House.
Right, we're off now to Ballowal in the 3-wheel drive. You have to have a very specialised off-road vehicle for this Cornish main road.
Well, we've certainly got a specialised off-road vehicle. It certainly shouldn't be allowed on a road, let's put it that way.
Right, that's one bit.
What do you call this colour, John?
What colour? It's
Is that a colour? Or is it just mould?
Mushy pea green.
Mushy pea green. Whoa!
If you'd like to donate to Rays of Sunshine, simply click the link in the description below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.